What if the solar system had two suns and one of them failed? That's not a hypothetical. It actually happened. Right now, there is a world sitting in our own backyard that came within a razor's edge of igniting into a second star. A world that nearly changed everything about life on Earth. Tonight, we're going inside the most dangerous, most powerful, and most misunderstood planet in the solar system. You're going to find out what Jupiter is actually made of, what would happen if you fell into it, and why, against all logic, this terrifying giant might be the reason you're alive right now. I'm Michael Alex, and you're watching Vortex. If you're new here, this channel is for people who don't just look up at the sky and wonder. This is for people who need to know. Hit subscribe. Every week, we go deeper than NASA's press releases. You belong here. Now let's go. 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system was a cloud of spinning gas and rock. Gravity pulled everything inward, and the sun lit up at the center. But something else was growing in the outer system, something enormous. Jupiter started small, just a rocky core, but it had an appetite. It pulled in gas, dust, and debris at a scale nothing else in the solar system could match. It grew until it reached a mass 318 times greater than Earth. Enough to swallow every other planet combined and still have room left. Jupiter had the same basic ingredients as the Sun, hydrogen and helium. It was, in every sense, trying to become a star. It just never had enough mass to cross the line. The core never got hot enough. The fusion never triggered. So instead of a second sun blazing in our sky, we got something darker. Jupiter has no solid surface. If you tried to land on it, there's nothing to land on, you just fall. At first, you drift through pale white clouds of ammonia ice, almost peaceful. Then the sky darkens. The pressure builds. Temperature climbs past the boiling point of iron. You're now moving through a thick, scalding soup of compressed hydrogen that gets denser the deeper you go. Then something impossible happens. The hydrogen gets squeezed so hard it stops acting like a gas and starts conducting electricity like a metal. Scientists call it metallic hydrogen. There's an entire ocean of it churning inside Jupiter, and that churning generates a magnetic field so powerful it would appear larger than a full moon in our night sky if you could see it. You wouldn't survive the journey down. Crushed, dissolved, and vaporized, in that order, before you ever reached the core. Look at Jupiter long enough and something stares back. That red oval near the equator isn't a surface feature or a scar, it's a storm. An anticyclone that has been continuously raging for at least 350 years, possibly much longer. The Great Red Spot is wider than the entire Earth. Wind speeds inside it top 640 kilometers per hour. No land mass breaks it up. No ocean absorbs it. There's nothing to stop it, so it just keeps going. Around it, the cloud bands are also moving, different layers rotating at different speeds, creating friction zones where the atmosphere tears itself apart. Jupiter radiates more heat outward than it receives from the Sun. That internal heat, the leftover energy from its failed attempt at becoming a star, is constantly fueling the chaos. This is not a calm world observed from a telescope. This is an ongoing catastrophe. For billions of years, Jupiter has been acting as a gravitational shield for Earth, pulling in asteroids and comets that would otherwise threaten the inner solar system. We've seen it directly. In 1994, Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 broke apart and slammed into Jupiter in a series of impacts that left scars the size of Earth in its atmosphere. Without Jupiter, something like that might have hit us. But there's a catch. Computer simulations show that Jupiter's gravity can also redirect objects toward Earth rather than away from it. The same force that shields us can, under the right conditions, become a slingshot aimed at our front door. Jupiter is not our protector. It is indifferent. We just happen to benefit most of the time. In a universe this size, there are no guarantees. Jupiter didn't care that it almost became a star. It didn't choose to become our shield. It just exists, indifferent and enormous, and we happen to be alive in part because of it. If this video made you think differently about the solar system, share it. Someone in your life needs to see this. And if you're not subscribed yet, you already know what to do. Vortex drops new videos every week. We'll see you in the next one.